what, tomorrow is Friday now. Just got spectacular news. I'm on my way home to celebrate. My son just got accepted into UC Berkeley, into Berkeley in California. And we're gonna party. We are gonna party. We are gonna party. Now, strikes. It's a tough one, right? It's when you don't get the attention, when you don't get the cooperation of companies and you feel like you're being stampeded or they're just rolling over you or you have no say, you know, you can resort to strikes or protests, but they've got to be very well planned and coordinated and orchestrated. And they can have a powerful impact, because there's one thing that companies do not like, and this is not just Uber and Lyft, any company, and that is if their image is portrayed in a way in the media that doesn't quite suit them, right? It's almost like you could say you have these different egos of companies, right? And you prick their ego, and it's like a balloon, right? It drives them crazy. So you mention the word strike or protest, it sends shivers down their spine, right? So now there's big days in the gig world coming up: Cinco de Mayo, 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and many more, where they're high impact, high dollar days for Uber and Lyft. And we demonstrated very clearly, very well on St. Patrick's Day, not just Uber and Lyft drivers, but Amazon drivers. I mean, DoorDashers, everyone called for a strike right at the same time, which sent a powerful message through the media to the public. And the companies don't like that. The companies do not like when the little guy, right, when the driver connects with the public and influences their image, their brand. They do not like that. And the one thing we did very well, a very short time, I think, with the effort of a lot of people taking matters into their own hands, turning to social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and that is make noise about the strike and why we were striking, right? It's very important to understand why were we striking. And we had three main themes, right? We were striking for better safety. We were striking for more assistance at the pump. We're hurting at the pump, at the gas pump. And we were striking for better pay. Those are three things I'm sure you can agree, and you're not going to get every driver on board, right? But those are three key important factors to at least 90% of drivers and food delivery drivers out there. And that is, make them understand, let them hear what we are striking about. And we put it out there, we made a lot of noise, we got onto a lot of TV channels, a lot of drivers got interviewed. And I cannot say how grateful and how proud I was of the gig community drivers rallying around this day. And many said, one day is not enough, we got to keep on going. And they are right, we got to keep on going, because it certainly cost them a lot of this, it cost them a lot of cash, right? And it cost them dearly in the public image. So now that many groups and organizations of drivers went out and did their own things on St. Patrick's Day, I would say we all come together. We all come together for the next strike, right? And we hit them hard again, right between the eyes, right? We hit them right between the eyes. And if and when they hear we are organizing the next protest and strike, they automatically know that we will be involving the media and the social media, which they ain't gonna like. Good evening, David in the house. Claudia's in the house. Chicago was one of the cities where there was definitely not much loyalty around the St. Patrick's Day strike. Maybe Chicago drivers are their own beasts. I don't. But more importantly, I would say is what drivers did to get us into the news, right? Because one 11 o'clock or 9 o'clock news report, one newspaper, and you've just already reached millions of people. More, you've reached more people than you could ever try and get involved in the strike, right? So it's really the media that we need, and that we need involved in this process of okay, we're going to continuously strike. And yeah, good point. Jeffrey says Chicago is an Irish town. That's a really good point. So maybe the Irish were loyal to the Irish, you know? The Irish took care of the Irish. So, but man, I was proud of Arizona, I was proud of Florida, I was proud of LA, I was proud of Vegas. A lot of cities stood up, man. And you know, taking off a day, you know, yeah, it hurts your pockets, your own pockets, but more than that, you're standing for something, you're standing up for something, right? Dan the driving man, guys, subscribe to his channel. Hi from San Luis. We will be featured here April 20th, 24th, Drive Electric Earth Day. Fantastic. You should Drive Electric Earth Day. We should make that a hashtag. Now, if anybody wants to know all the ins and outs of the EV world, that's your guy, right? And Dan is a warrior. He's an army boy like me, and he's a true stand-up gentleman, right? I've known him for many years. And we will keep up the good work. Thank you. We will keep on pushing. It's rather exhausting, organizing a strike and being there and doing it and everything, but it's also very, very rewarding. It's very rewarding when you know that you're involved in a strike and you're making noise and you have a lot of supporters around you. And I have all the energy in the world to do it again and again and again until they listen. I need his YouTube link. Keystone, give him, Dan, give him your YouTube link to Keystone. Keystone's another awesome warrior, I tell you. I like Keystone, I like your style. Let me just put it that way. I like his style. He does not mess around. He says it as it is. He calls them out, right? So salute you with my coffee. Fortunately, it's not a glass. The last 2 days have been hardcore work-wise. Yesterday I put in 21 hours. Today I probably put in 8 hours. Thank you for Dan the driving man. There he is, hashtag. You look him up on Google, he's everywhere. He's, I would say, the respected source in the taxi and rideshare world when it comes to EVs, electric vehicles. Been in there forever, from day one. Don't think there's anything one can teach you, right, Dan? So yeah, I'm gonna go home and celebrate. My son was he was just freaking out. Dad, I got accepted into Berkeley. Dad, I got accepted into Berkeley. All of his buddies didn't get in. And so I said, we're gonna party like rock stars, my son. Proud of you. So, and for those who don't know, Berkeley in the world rankings, it's number 7. I think Oxford University in in England is number one. In the United States rankings, it's number cuatro. I think it is number 4. I think number 1 is Harvard. Number 3 is, I think number 2 is Stanford. Number 3 is MIT. And number 4 is Berkeley. David V's in the House News Channel said they call Uber on St. Patrick's Day, and they responded with, "We have more drivers today than yesterday." And you know that's a lie because they sent out all of those offers. And you also know that's a lie because they had to join forces with New York taxis today, right? They don't have drivers, they're losing drivers. Indy's in the house, Odds in the house. Mad respect back to you. Much love and respect from California to all of you, right? Smash that like button. We're on 55, hit it. So you know that Uber is hurting when they have to make an announcement that they formed an alliance, that your passenger, your rider can now order a taxi. Listen to this, you can order a taxi through the Uber app in New York. And I want to take people back to the days when Uber was formed many years ago, over 10 years ago. And Travis Kalanick called taxi drivers the assholes, right? He hated them. And he said to his investors, the reason why he needs billions of dollars is to wipe out the taxi industry. That was his mission. He wanted to dominate transport. He wanted rideshare to replace taxis. He wanted to wipe out the taxis, and he subsidized that with billions and billions and billions of dollars of cheap trips. And the taxi drivers, some taxi organizations were wiped out off the face of this earth, didn't make it, right? And his bed, come and lie in my bed, taxi organizations, come and sleep with me, right? When many years ago you try to put them out of business. That was their game plan. They wanted to become a monopoly. They wanted to dominate. And this is why I keep on repeating that taxi drivers are our friends. Now, they might not like the Uber and Lyft brand, but they are our friends. We both, taxi drivers and rideshare drivers, need each other because we need a healthy, competitive industry so that the companies have to constantly up their game and do more for drivers, right? But Uber's on this mission. They don't mind losing tons and tons of drivers. Why? Oh, because we can sign another deal here in New York and get another 14,000 drivers. And they're going to try this city by city to try and form alliances with taxi organizations that they once tried to put out of business. Facts, right? Facts. They spoke so poorly of taxis, these executive trash in San Francisco. They wanted to put them out of business. And now these hypocrites are begging for alliances with taxis. That's the caliber of person you're dealing with, right? I call them a two-faced son of a bitch, right? Because they will say one thing to you here and then they'll stab you in the back. That is Dara Khosrowshahi, live, right? That is his personality live. He will talk to you in the front and he will stab you in the back. So I gave taxi organizations a clear warning. Don't get into bed with the devil, right? You will regret it. You know, like you didn't realize these guys try to put you out of business and now they want you back and you still trust them? Come on, man, once bitten, twice shy. Should walk 1,000,000 miles in the opposite direction, say, nah, sorry, not with us. I do not know why these New York City taxis, whoever runs the show there, I have no idea what money maybe was exchanged or why they joined forces. They literally threw 14,000 taxi drivers under the bus because these 14,000 taxi drivers now also become part of Uber's algorithm. Can they be wrongfully deactivated? They're definitely going to get paid less, right? If the booking takes place through the Uber app. And it saddens me that people or taxi drivers in New York haven't stood up and fought harder. You cannot form those type of alliances, because otherwise you're a cheap sellout. And further strikes, more strikes are important. It's going to be tough, but I know we can do it together. Uber blackout, Lyft out. Just wait until they get their first taste of Uber's idea of money. Indy, you could not have said it better. Wait until they taste how much money they get. Sell out Dara. I mean, the spineless coward, right? How he tricks organizations, they have the money. That's the thing, you know, they throw the money around. These people, take 50 grand, take 100 grand, sell our soul to the devil. He just literally bought himself 14,000 New York taxi drivers, right? And, you know, I want to see the screenshot. I want to see the screenshot on an app, on an Uber app, on a ride app, where you can actually order a New York City taxi. The first person to bring me that. Mayday, I like it. Scott Tucker's right? Mayday. There's definitely more strikes in the work. Now that I pretty much saw who the players are and who wanted to step up and align ourselves, like Rideshare Drivers United stepped up big time. For Mobile Workers Alliance stepped up big time, right, on these type of strikes. John Savoy, a man, rideshare professor, and it's very sad. Yes, also God knows I would never take any 60-minute or 45-minute trips. No, because they just don't pay. Dan says, sock it to that thumbs up. Sock it to the thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh yeah, that guy, Dan, he drove me in that electric. I remember that, right? So if you want to start networking with your passengers, with the right passengers that you get on well with, get them your cards, right? And then please check out the private chauffeur course on gigrocket.com. Code Lucky Strike, one word, Lucky Strike, you get 50% off, right? 50% off with Lucky Strike. And why am I doing that is because over the years, I've seen how rewarding it is when Uber and Lyft drivers start building out their own company, start registering their own LLC, start recruiting their own private clients. Firstly, it's very rewarding for me to see that transformation, to see someone actually say, wow, I'm actually making money, right? I'm stepping into my worth. You know, you got to know your self-worth, right? If you don't think highly of yourself and you have no self-worth, then you will always take those $1.50 or $2 trips, right? You have to know your self-worth. And I can tell you, every single person that I'm speaking to right now, 58 people of you have an ultra high worth, self-worth. Many just have to step into it, seize it, right? You see it there, but you got to seize it. You got to seize that opportunity, and you cannot be afraid, right? Like when you start creating doubts in your mind, or oh my God, this is going to be too risky. No, you just follow the very base. You guys already are phenomenal rideshare drivers. You have a skill set. You have a skill set that so many people don't have, right? Now you have to really step into your true independent contractorship, where you can say, I am now officially 100% independent contractor. Why? I have my own LLC. I have my own car. I have my own licensing in London, in Miami, whatever, Chicago, wherever you get your license from, right? You get your commercial insurance and you start building out your clients so you get paid 100%, and you get paid 100%, not 30%, but 100%, not 35%, but 100%, right? So you got to step into that position. You got to seize that moment. Industry, my friends, is wide open now. Pandemic's over, right? Yeah, there are isolated cases here and there, but you can say for the most of it, this Omicron, Delta, and COVID is over, right? You want to see how people are traveling? Here, look at that, right? You want to see people back on the road? Just look at this, right? This is at 7:15 at night, and I'm driving 9 miles per hour, folks. It's back, right? It's back. Nathan Manzi's in the house, right? The industry is back. Now, July the 4th, I think that is going to be the next big day, July the 4th. And we've got a lot of time to gear up for that, right? So, I really want to see more people step into their true IC, their true independent contractorship. Because right now, I would say, with 20% IC standing for independent contractor. Why? Because right now you only really have the ability to decide what hours you want to do. Do I want to start my day at 5 a.m.? Do I want to start at lunchtime? Do I want to start after I pick up my kids from school, right? But you cannot decide if you want to let a client go or not drive an individual or not drive to a specific destination. You cannot set your own rates. So if you cannot set your own rates, how will you ever step into your own self-worth, right? How will you ever become 100% worthy when you are not able to say, okay, I am not going to drive or do a livery for $1.50. I'm just not going to do it. Talk to me from $15 upwards and I might do it, right? And it's like, right now, I don't do any trips under $100, nothing. I will not touch a client unless it's worth 100 or more to me, right? So I want to set my worth very, very high. Colleen's in the house. Colleen Shannon, shout out. Shout out Dan. Jesus Caspera says Uber still stealing money from everyone. 100%, right? You guys in Miami know, man. You know how much they have diminished your earnings in Miami. Get a lot of complaints out of Florida, Tampa, Orlando, Miami, right? They're just disrespecting the Florida drivers. They're disrespecting drivers worldwide. And this is why they cannot be surprised. They cannot cry that they don't have drivers. They only have to look internally and see what type of decisions have they made leading to the fact that all of these drivers are exiting. They are losing drivers in droves. You want to piss people off? Well, pay them 45 cents or 55 cents gas assistance. Yeah, go ahead, piss them off, right? Go ahead and piss your drivers off. Go and insult them with 55 cents. See what happens. See what happens. You know how many people were striking over that one factor alone, that the offer made, the assistance made to them was pathetic. Patetico. Memorial Day, I love it. Memorial Day, July the 4th, Independence Day. We're going to hit these MFs hard. Nathan, you're right. It's a joke. You're right. It is absolutely a joke. Maurice is in the house. Lyft special safety team. You're right. I mean, we're having our Lyft safety team handle the matter, right? Or hey, we're having our Uber safety team handle the matter. bullshit, man. There's not even, there is no such thing as a safety team, right? Or a specialized team, as they call it at Uber. It doesn't exist. They don't get back to you, dude. Stella's in the house. I'm home today because I'm not in the mood to work. It's cool. Okay, that is your choice. You do not have to work today. Good for you. Jesus says Uber should pay 55 cents a mile for every pickup. Amen. How about you start paying 55 cents a mile? I'm going to go out and do 5 miles. Give me $2.75. Don't insult me with 55 cents, right? I'm going to go out and do 10 miles. Pay me 10 times 55 cents. Pay me $5.50. Don't insult me with 45 cents. Like, you acting surprised, Uber? You acting surprised, Lyft? You acting surprised, Amazon? You acting surprised, DoorDash? That the people are upset and that they're leaving and that they're protesting and they're striking and they're calling you out in the media, on TV, in front of journalists, reporters. You're surprised by that? I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of those executive trash members, right? I mean, Mr. Sinelli, Mr. McDonald, Mr. Koshashawi, Mr. Tony West, Miss Llewellyn, whoever you pricks are up there in San Francisco, don't be surprised, because you are sabotaging and ruining your own company by mistreating these drivers. And that's our job, or at least one of my jobs, to be an advocate together with your energy and power and help and support. We fight these guys. We're relentless, man. We don't know when to stop. It's hell of a bad. You're right. Man, there was a beautiful Toyota Supra. I like that new Toyota Supra. I've been looking at it. Mark Marazzini in the house. Oh, I think strikes work. We struck a nerve. Amen. We struck a nerve. Right? We definitely struck a nerve when it comes to interfacing, interacting, and getting public support. Public understood why we were striking, right? Riders understood why we were striking. Riders don't feel safe either. Riders are not happy about their ultra high charges. They're not happy about it, so they're with us. Bob Marley, fight for your right. Get up for your right. That's the song. Calvin's in the house. Oh yeah, the manual. Oh, that Supra manual is sick. I wonder what that goes for money-wise. The Supra manual. That is one beauty. I had the Toyota Supra, the old one, back in South Africa. The old, like the first Supras that came out. It was way back in the 90s, man. Wait till you guys see my Pontiac. That car, I have not saved a cent. I have the very best parts on everything. Racing, suspension, everything. 400 engine. I mean, I'm going all out on my Pontiac Firebird. 1969, baby. My number, 1969. George is in the house. So give us a shout out. Where are you? What city? It was 90 degrees today. 90. Roy Watkins. Woo! My boy Roy Watkins in the house. Roy Watkins in the house. Scott Tucker and Roy Watkins and I go way back to Vegas. Viva Las Philadelphia. Keystone in the house. Keystone in the house. Subscribe to him. Thank you. I enjoy having you guys here. Thank you for saying that. And your name, let me give you Doreen. Thank you. Bangor, Maine in the house. When's the next strike? Well, I think it's going to be July the 24th, July the 4th, my friends. I think it's going to be July the 4th. Sun's going down, beautiful time of the day. Traffic is dying down. And we got a lot of amazing people in the house. 64 people, 53 likes. Smash that frickin' like button. Looks like this. Salud. Nice. Keystone, keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming. You're very, very passionate, and the people can feel your passion in your videos. Just keep it coming. My only word of advice to Keystone is, no matter where you stand with politics or religion, keep it out of it. Keep it about the topics. Keep on going after the executives. Keep on calling them out, and the subscribers will follow. Show the people that you are willing to fight, right? In this channel, I can tell you, they are fighters. Of course, we're also lovers, right? We're lovers and fighters. We know when to fight, we know when to love, right? It's not like, oh, these are all crazy fighters here. No, it's not like a bunch of rebels in this channel. No, we lovers by nature. We know how to fight, because don't mess with us, right? Don't piss us off. We're very, very vocal. Now I'm in a little bit of a forward view so you guys can see what's going on here. It's going on. Houston, Texas in the house. Heather, shout out to Heather. Never mind the weather as long as you're together with Heather. Listen, shout out to Houston. Very special part of my heart goes out to Houston. I lived there for 2 years on Bering by the Galleria, and the six-term senator for 24 years, your Senator Rodney Ellis, is one of my best friends. In fact, I'm going to be entertaining him on April the 5th. He comes to California. He's going to stay with us for a few days. Your Houston Senator. And I took him on safari 27 years ago. I took him on safari. That's when we became friends. San Diego in the house. Gypsy Lady is in the house. We appreciate you too, Gypsy Lady. Shout out. Richard's in the house. Kelly's in the house. A lot of good people in the house. A lot of hardworking people in the house. The private driver course is not closed. Refresh the screen. Unfortunately, you have to refresh it and then put in one word, Lucky Strike. I put out 100 courses, 50% off. I think we sold over 70 already in a matter of 1.5 days. And I mean, getting really, really good feedback. So that's cool. I put my heart and my soul into the private course because I shared everything, right? From how I started this business. Today, I have over 300 clients, right? Yesterday was a $2,300 day. One day. You can't do that every day, but it's really nice if you're making minimum, absolute minimum. Never make under 500 a day, never. Roger's in the house from Dubai. Shout out to Dubai. Everybody give Dubai a shout out. Much love to Dubai. We appreciate you. Beautiful city. Beautiful, beautiful city, Dubai. An incredible architecture. I mean, this is a stunning all-round beautiful city. Shout out to Dubai. Brooklyn in the house. R13. Yo, William Erazo in the house. I'm doing great. I'm fired up. You know why, guys? Let me tell you one of the reasons I'm really, really excited. I'm so proud of my 18-year-old son. He got into Berkeley. He worked his ass off. He got a scholarship to one of the top Chicago universities, and he got into Berkeley. The kid worked his ass off, right? Academically far more superior than his dad, me. That's of course his father, right? And he got in. based on his grades, on his academics. So I am so beyond proud of you, my son, if you're listening, and I'm sure he's celebrating now. And I said to him this weekend, I'm gonna party with him. I'm gonna spoil him because I am so insanely proud of my son. Gave it his everything. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Look at this madness. This is March Madness. Look at this March Madness. Who's going to win March Madness, my friends? And let's make some predictions. $20 to the person that predicts the winner. You can come back and say, hey, on March the 24th, in your live feed, I predicted the winner. I'm going to pay you out $20. I'm going to send you $20. Smash that like button. Mark Bourgeois in the house. I'm extremely proud. I mean, I teared up. I was like, oh, my kid was crying. I mean, all of his friends tried to get in. Nobody got in. Kid got into Berkeley. And he's in California. Villanova wins. Here we have the first prediction. Mohammed, you might be getting Mohammed Khalil. You might be getting that $20. He says Villanova is going to win. Guys, this right here in front of us, this is my March Madness, this highway. But who's going to win the real March Madness? UCLA, baby! UCLA, baby! I love it. Great prediction. Great prediction. This is a beautiful setting. The sun's going down. I won't let the sun go down on me. The sun always shines on TV. Touch me now. Da 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 dee da da da. Oh, no. Having fun, having fun, having fun. Look at that big giant orange fireball. I like that song by Pitbull. Fireball. Fireball. Flo Kunle in the house. Austin, Texas is going to win. He says, any private drivers here? Just bought a Lux car. We need to all go private and Uber will have to compete. Man, you hit the nail on the head, my friend Flo. Torsten and I can do the marketing. Congrats to your son. Flo, I love you, brother. Flo has the most amazing family. Let me tell you the highlight of my Christmas. Folks, you want to hear this? I always say this to Flo. The highlight of my Christmas is getting the video from Flo Kunle, his wife, and his two sweetheart children. And last time I saw, there were a couple of little pets in the background, and they sing these Christmas carols. I show it to all my kids. I show it to my friends, right? And I say, this is a tight family. This is what every family around the world should be like, right? Flo, you have a phenomenal family. Give them my hugs, give them my regards, and a huge shout out to Flo Kunle, marketing extraordinaire. So Flo and I can do the marketing for you, and you guys do the rest. And I think Flo could teach me a thing or two about editing and videos, and he's the expert. So here we have it. Sun's going down. Sun's going down. $70 people in the house. Much Horizon. It's really patchy. Oh, there's a long stretch limousine on the right. Heather says, should I send you the link I read? Yeah, absolutely. Send me the link. Flotastic. I love it. Flotastic. I like that word, Flo. We got a new name for you, Flotastic. He is absolutely his family is Flotastic. The Kunle family. Roy Watkus flexing the muscles there, baby. Factual facts, baby. Factual facts. I like it, factual facts. Such a powerful statement right there. Factual facts. Look at these lights come flying by. This looks like a discotheque. This looks like lasers. What's going to fail? Somebody said it's going to fail. Dan, how do I put an EV motor in my Cadillac, baby? I need to put a giant EV motor in my Cadillac. Let me get... Toochman is in the house. In the house! Got a Cadillac in front of us. I know it by the lights. Those two lights along the sides. These roads are so narrow since they've been building. Can barely fit cars through here. Oh, the New York taxi thing is not going to work. 100%. I'm with you on that. That is a disaster in the making, right? Oh yeah, you can order a New York taxi through Uber. Wait until they find out how much they are making. Wait until the New York taxi drivers, 14,000 of them, find out how they are being played by the algorithm, and they're gonna like, screw this, we're gonna detach. Congratulations, Toochman, fantastic. Guys, check out the sunset, man. Look at this. I really need a big EV battery for my Cadillac. Exactly, Heather. You're on the money, and Keystone's right. I was just wondering, when you guys were talking about failure, that I think is an absolute failure. That was a desperate, you could call him Mr. Desperado, Dara Desperado. That was a very desperate move to form an alliance. Here, let's take a step back for a second, right? I'm dead serious here. Let's just take a step back. You are building a brand. You're building a brand. Call it Uber, call it Lyft, call it DoorDash, right? You're building a brand. And the way you got the funding for your brand was, we are different. You've been selling, we are different to taxis, right? We are different. We are not taxis. We are our own technology brand. And then years later, you sell out and you go against everything that you once preached. Every investor should say shame on Desperate Dara for forming an alliance. Let the taxi industry be the taxi industry. Don't try and put them out of business. Don't try and change them. Don't try and incorporate them. Let taxis be taxis. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. They are hard-working people. We need them out there. But for Desperate Dara, who went out there getting investors, oh, we are going to drive the taxi business out of business. We are our own brand, our own technology, and now you are getting into bed. Literally, you have your bed made, you have your pillows, your duvet, you have your cookies. It's like Dara in his silky boxer shorts says to the taxi industry, come and sleep in my bed. Creepy Dara. Desperate, creepy Dara. DCD. Hashtag DCD. Desperate, creepy Dara says, come and sleep in my bed, taxi organizations. Unbelievable, folks. Incredible to what level this man prostitutes himself. He is so desperate. It is a cry of desperation. It's like a prostitute will say, hey, I'll open my legs for $5. And I don't want to offend any woman out there. I apologize if maybe not the right reference, right? But what I'm saying is, Desperate Dara will whore himself out for every dollar. He will take any thug, any rapist, any pedophile, any carjacker onto his app with a prepaid card, as long as you give me the dollar. As long as the taxi drivers climb into his bed. He will sleep with everyone. Desperate, creepy Dara, right? Desperate, creepy Dara. And you have just everything that you've tried to achieve with Uber to build a brand. If you know anything about branding, Dara, if you know anything about building a brand, Dara, which I don't think you do, you just literally just flushed it down the toilet. You just literally flushed your brand down the toilet because you always said the taxi drivers are the arseholes. Travis Kalanick said it, the taxi drivers are the arseholes of the world. Well, they're still around, they still survived, and now you are crying for their help in New York. You want 14,000 drivers on your platform. You're a cheap hoe, Dara. You're a cheap trick. That's what you are, right? It's really what he is. You like my new name? What's my new name? Say my name, say my name. I'm just idling along here at 65 miles an hour. This is like my favorite stretch. Sometimes at 3 or 4 in the morning, I'll drive down through these canyons at about 110, 120. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece of LA. Live and die in LA, it's the place to be. Rich'em sock'em, rich'em sock'em, rich'em sock'em. Tooch man, I'm just passing Calabasas. I have something to drop off in Thousand Oaks. And then go back. Sherman Oaks in the house. Baradak is in the house, Sherman Oaks. Rock'em sick'em, rock'em stick'em, stuck'em. This piece I love you as we go down through these mountains. Going down, 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 and going down, down, down through the mountains. 101 freeway north. He knows it. He knows it. This goes to Santa Barbara. This BMW is trying to break out. New Zealand in the house, Jonathan. Shout out to the New Zealand. Wellington, New Zealand. Much love and respect to Wellington from California. California, California. Sending Wellington. Everybody send love to New Zealand. We with rugby players in the world. The best rugby players in the world, the All Blacks. The best. Nothing comes close. I mean, the Springboks are good, but they don't come close to the All Blacks. Guys, what are you doing? Why are you driving like idiots? Got to go around. You've got to get around this nonsense. These people are hitting the brakes. I don't like it. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone's safe. Hey, get off your phone, babies. Texting. Stop texting. Stop texting. Stop sexting. Texting and sexting. I'm gonna crank up the speed a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Woo! That 6.2 liter V8 kicking in, baby. Going through the mountains, going through the mountains. Rack 'em and pack 'em, rack 'em and pack 'em and stack 'em. Rack 'em and pack 'em and stack 'em. Look at traffic. It's insane. Racking 'em, packing 'em, stacking 'em. I'm going to be winding down the stream after 50 minutes. I really appreciate you guys keeping me company. It's been a long 2 days. Gypsy lady, gypsy lady. Are you driving? Yeah, it does, right? Feels like you're either on a roller coaster or you're actually driving my car. Baby, you can drive my car, and baby, I love you. Da-na-na-na. Remember the group, The Cars? Baby, you can drive my car. Do 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 do. And baby, I love you. Do 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 do. With cars. Cars, 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 cars. So many cars, so many cars. Listen, I see cars as toys. I love my toys. I love cars. I can tell you that. I'm crazy about cars. Cars, cars, cars. More cars, more cars. Every car, classic car. Baby, you can drive my car. Good luck in the support agents. Good luck with those support agents. Oh my God, yeah, you call those support agents? It's like pulling teeth. They have no clue what's happening on the ground here. Guys, halfway across the world, the other side of the world, trying to tell you what's happening in your city. Come on, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I think the masks are over. I think the masks sucks. Verizon sucks. Sorry about that, Verizon. Not good. No bueno. No bueno. Yeah, I lost the signal and I'm back again. I should be back. Am I back? Get who's back? I think he lost the signal. And you're right, Heather. He did lose the signal. Verizon lost the signal. Baby, you can drive my car. Yeah, who shoot a passenger. I read that. I'm going to make a couple of videos tomorrow. I'm going to make a couple of good videos tomorrow morning. My whole double garage is now officially my YouTube studio. Turned out really, really cool. All my lighting, my screens. I know Dustin also has a really cool studio. More safety for drivers. Thank you. Charleston, thank you. I will do that. Thank you for bringing that up again. I mean, I'm a massive advocate for safety, but I will tomorrow, again, we shouldn't have to drive felons. Amen. Thank you. Recap. We should not be driving felons, pedophiles, rapists, domestic violence abusers, carjackers, murderers. Should not be in your car, should not be in my car. Baby, you can drive my car. Baby, you can drive my Cadillac. Baby, I love you. Hey, what's overtaking me here? Old Cadillac is overtaking me. Old Cadillac on the left. I'm going to hunt you down, boy. I'm going to hunt you down. My boy in South Africa, Kevin Lerena, look him up. Kevin Lerena, Lerena. He is fighting in the heavyweight division this weekend. My boy from South Africa, good friend, Kevin Lerena. My money is on you. You are going to beat. I think he's fighting a Russian or he's fighting someone from Kazakhstan or something, a big son of a bitch. But Kevin's gonna win. He is a warrior. Texas doesn't have to have permits to carry. We just carry. I love it. Don't let those passengers give you any shit in Texas. Otherwise, we will discipline them. Any thug in Texas, any criminal, any murderer, any rapist getting into a car, we have a surprise for you. It's a Texas surprise. Texas. I lived in Texas for 2 years. dated the hottest Texan woman. Like, oh my God, she was crazy. Crazy nice, crazy cool. Crazy like a fool. You're like, Patrick Pitts is in the house. Shout out everyone to Patrick Pitts. Love you, my brother. He's an amazing, 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 amazing gentleman. He says, how does the platform allow 4.2 riders to stay engaged? Thank you, amen. Imagine you and I, Patrick, at 4.2. They would kick us to the curb. Shout out to Patrick Pitts in the house. One thing I really appreciate, let me tell you what I appreciate about Patrick Pitts, how he engages and talks to other drivers. He has a very, very diplomatic, kind, professional way. Very well spoken, always nice to drivers, always lifts people up, right? These are the type of people I want in my channel. Patrick, I've never met you face to face. I know we are going to meet one day. And when we do meet, the meal, the drinks are on me. Baby, you can drive my car. I'm nearly... I drop something and then head back another 20 minutes. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm itching to get home. Drop something off and head back. On the freeway, on the highway. It's a very mellow drive, 65 miles an hour. I am really containing myself here. Atlanta, Georgia, baby. I'm got to come to Atlanta. Come say hi to Patrick. I am going to roll into Atlanta, believe me. I had a lot of clients in the last 2 days from Atlanta. Private clients. All flew out from Atlanta. Flew back today. Baby, you can drive my car. Baby, I love you. Strike, 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 strike. We are going to strike. We are going to strike. We are going to strike. And we're going to collaborate with all of those organizations who showed us that they are willing to stand with drivers like Mobile Workers Alliance, Rideshare Drivers United. They all stood with us on St. Patrick's Day. Together we are strong, my friends. We're strong. We're going to strike, strike, strike like a cobra. We're going to strike like a cobra. Stop through Indiana. Love it. Indiana, I've been there. I enjoyed Indiana. Baby, you can drive my car. Man, it's a long day. We've got a taxi in front of us. Let me say, hey, taxi man. Let me say hi to taxi man. Yo, 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 taxi man, baby. You must think I'm a mad lunatic. Like, who is this guy? Who is this crazy guy shouting at me on the highway? Can't be a felon to drive for Uber, but you can be a felon as a passenger, right? That's a problem. I'm sorry. You cannot be a felon to drive for Uber, but you can be a felon if you want to catch an Uber. Something's wrong with that formula, right? Felon passenger, non-felon driver. Something's wrong with that formula, my friends. We're going to change it. We are going to change that formula. We are going to change that formula. We do not want felons in our car. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. There's this one beautiful piece of property that I want to buy up here on the ridge in Thousand Oaks and develop it. Baby, you can drive my car. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it's dark. Strike, 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 strike. We're going to strike again very, very soon. All right, my friends, my amigos, meine Freunde. I am going to switch off right now. I'm almost at this destination and I got about another hour. And then I think I'm going to go into chill mode. I am exhausted, and I really appreciate you keeping me company. Anybody that hasn't hit the like button, anybody that hasn't smashed this button, smash this button. It looks like this. Hit it hard, hit that button, hit it. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with another live feed. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Flo. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Keystone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, William. Peace, peace. Let's send a little bit of peace around the globe, around the world. Let's send a little bit of love and peace to everyone. And always have your backs, my friend. I always have your back in this channel. Always have your back. I appreciate you. I respect you. And I cannot wait to meet my extended family back in the live feed at the Rideshare Professor channel. Take care, everyone. Light it up, light it up, light it up, Roy Watkins. Light it up. Be careful. Be safe out there. Be careful. Be safe. Be vigilant. Be alert. Don't let your guard down. Windows up. Doors locked. Be safe. Roy Watkins. Everyone, peace. And huge shout out. We've had in the house tonight. I appreciate you all. Uber may not appreciate you. I appreciate you. Good night, everyone. Have a good one. Enjoy dinner, sweet dreams, and we'll see you tomorrow, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Coming up in a few hours, Friday. Then we have the weekend, and we're going to make money, and we're going to party, and we're going to play, and we're going to work, and we're going to play, and we're going to work, and we're going to play. And a huge shout out to my son, Dylan. Congratulations for getting into Berkeley. I love you, son, from the bottom of my heart. You make me very, very happy. One-on-one shout out. And to all those taxi drivers, we stand with you, right? We are not going to let these companies abuse you. We will fight along your side. Taxi drivers, rideshare drivers, limo drivers, shuttle drivers, bus drivers. We are all hard-working drivers. Respect to all of you. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, and thank you.